Starting with Amen Thompson, slotted into a larger offensive role, obviously with Kevin Durant out of the lineup dealing with the personal matter. And Houston got a nice road win over the Suns. Their defense was really the story of the game. They held the Suns to just 92 points. Aside from losing control of Dillon Brooks for a little bit, they pretty much had the game under control in the defensive end. But Amen Thompson goes for 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. Just showcased all the stuff that is super exciting about his game. Did some of the usual damage that he does as a cutter under the rim. Did a lot of work as a connective playmaker in the middle of the floor too. Like he'd catch the ball cutting along the baseline, or he'd catch the ball in the middle of the floor and make the next pass, like a really nice drop off pass under the rim for Jabari Smith dunking, or a kick out to Aaron Holiday up top. He ended up generating a couple of those Aaron Holiday threes. And by the way, Aaron Holiday's jump shooting as of late has been a huge boost to this Houston offense. He's been just on fire as of late. I think he's averaging 12 points per game over his last 5. Really nice game last night, obviously. But Amen Thompson did a lot of work of the usual kind of type that we see in this offense, like along the baseline, in the middle, either scoring with quick little dunks, cutting along the baseline, or making that next connective pass. But we saw so much more on-ball stuff for obvious reasons with KD out. A lot of ISOs and ball screens off the wing, which are becoming a staple in Amen Thompson's game. We've talked about this before, but he has this amazing ability. It's arguably his best superstar offensive trait. You know, we think of him as one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, but he has this, like if you wanted to point to a foundational trait that could have one day make him an all-star level offensive player, it's the fact that he can consistently beat people off the dribble and get into the short range. And then from there, he can just pop back up off the ground, like either just elevate over the top, or he'll lean back, which takes an enormous amount of athleticism, and he'll shoot like these little 5-foot, 7-foot jump shots or floaters, like little bits of short range shot making that are basically impossible to guard. It's that John Morant type of concept that I always talk about. Like the ability to beat people off the dribble is great because that's going to get you to the rim a lot, but the rim often leads to help defense, right? And so that's where it becomes about playmaking and some sort of over the top shot making. And it does not necessarily have to be threes, although that's a ceiling raiser for sure. But if you can at least knock down those little short range shots and you have the playmaking ability to balance it out, that's a foundational superstar trait on the offensive end of the floor. He had 3 of those last night where he just one-on-one got into the lane, defended really well. Dude beats him to the spot, doesn't matter. Just rises up over the top and hits like that little one-handed jump shot or little short jump shot, right? That's kind of one of his foundational types of traits. He had a play where he ran a 2-man game with Alperen Şengün, and Dillon Brooks went way under the pick, and so he just settled into like a little jump shot around the foul line and knocked it down. He hit a very similar shot like that in the Denver game last week on Friday. That's one of those ones where if he starts to hit that, like the little foul line pull-ups, I don't know what you do with him. He even hit a corner 3 to wrap things up in the late 4th quarter. Just a really, really nice game for Amen Thompson. He's averaging a career-high 18 points per game this year and a career-high 5.2 assists per game. Really nice work in a larger than usual role last night on the road in Phoenix. And once again, another young Rocket star, like we talked about with Şengün, who's barely scratching the surface of his potential, and who knows what level he can reach and what that means for the Rockets in their future.